Hello everyone and welcome to Know About Country, where we explore the world's diverse cultures, history, landmarks, and people. Today, we're heading to the second largest country in the world, Canada. Canada is known for its stunning natural landscapes, from the Rocky Mountains to the Canadian Shield. It's a land of lakes, rivers, and forests, with more than 30% of its land covered in trees. But Canada isn't just about its natural beauty. It's also home to some of the world's most vibrant and diverse cities. Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal are just a few of the major metropolitan areas that offer a mix of culture, cuisine, and entertainment. Canadians are known for their love of the great outdoors, and it's not hard to see why. With a landscape that's perfect for skiing, hiking, kayaking, and more, there's always something to do in Canada. Canada is also home to some of the world's most exciting festivals and events, like the Calgary Stampede, the Montreal Jazz Festival, and Winterlude in Ottawa. No matter what time of year you visit, there's always something happening in Canada. Now, we'll show you the geography of Canada. Canada is the second largest country in the world by land area, covering a total area of 9.98 million square kilometers. Its geography is incredibly diverse, with a wide variety of landscapes, climate zones, and ecosystems. Canada is bordered by three oceans: the Pacific Ocean to the west, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, and the Arctic Ocean to the north. This gives Canada the longest coastline in the world, with over 200,000 kilometers of coastline along its eastern, western, and northern edges. Canada's geography is largely shaped by its location in the northern part of North America, with the Canadian Shield being one of the most prominent features of the landscape. This is a vast, rocky plateau that covers much of central and eastern Canada and is home to some of the oldest rocks on the planet. The Canadian Shield is known for its rugged, rocky terrain, with lakes, rivers, and forests scattered throughout. To the west of the Canadian Shield, the Rocky Mountains run along the border between Canada and the United States. This mountain range is home to some of Canada's most stunning landscapes, including towering peaks, glaciers, and alpine lakes. The Rocky Mountains are also an important source of minerals, including gold, silver, and copper. To the east of the Canadian Shield, the Appalachian Mountains run through eastern Canada and the northeastern United States. This range is not as high or as rugged as the Rocky Mountains, but it is still an important feature of the landscape, with forests, rivers, and wildlife. In the far north of Canada, the Arctic tundra dominates the landscape. This is a harsh, treeless environment characterized by frozen soil, low-growing vegetation, and permafrost. Despite its inhospitable conditions, the Arctic is home to a variety of plants and animals, including polar bears, caribou, and Arctic foxes. In addition to these major geographic features, Canada is also home to a vast network of lakes and rivers, including the Great Lakes, which are some of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. These bodies of water are important for transportation, recreation, and wildlife habitat. Overall, Canada's geography is incredibly diverse, with a wide range of ecosystems, climates, and landscapes. From the Rocky Mountains of the west to the frozen tundra of the north, there is always something new and exciting to discover in Canada's vast and varied terrain. The history of Canada is a long and complex one, shaped by thousands of years of Indigenous peoples living on the land, followed by centuries of colonization by Europeans, and more recently, waves of immigration from around the world. Indigenous peoples have lived on the land now known as Canada for thousands of years, with evidence of their presence dating back at least 12,000 years. They had complex societies and cultures with diverse languages, traditions, and beliefs. There were many different Indigenous nations in what is now Canada, each with their own unique history and relationship to the land. In the 16th century, European explorers began to arrive in what is now Canada, with the French and English being the most influential. The French established settlements along the St. Lawrence River, and for a time, New France was the most important colony in what is now Canada. However, in the 18th century, the British defeated the French in a series of wars, and the territory that is now Canada became a British colony. In 1867, Canada became a self-governing dominion within the British Empire, with 4 provinces: Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. Over the next few decades, Canada expanded its territory through a combination of treaty-making and military conquest, including the acquisition of Rupert's Land, the Northwest Territories, and British Columbia. Throughout the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Canada experienced a wave of immigration as people from around the world came to the country in search of a better life. This included people from Europe, Asia, and the United States, among other places. However, this period was also marked by discriminatory policies towards certain groups, including Indigenous peoples, Chinese immigrants, and Black Canadians. In the mid-20th century, Canada experienced significant economic and social changes, including the growth of cities, the expansion of the welfare state, and the emergence of a distinct Canadian culture. Canada also played an important role in the two world wars, with Canadian soldiers fighting on the front lines in Europe and elsewhere. In 1982, Canada patriated its constitution from Britain, meaning that Canada could make changes to its constitution without the approval of the British government. This was a significant moment in Canada's history as it marked the country's full independence from Britain. Today, Canada is a diverse and multicultural country with a population of over 38 million people. It is known for its natural beauty, its thriving cities, and its commitment to social justice and equality. However, like all countries, Canada continues to face challenges, including reconciling with Indigenous peoples, addressing climate change, and promoting economic growth and prosperity for all Canadians. Canada is home to a wide variety of landmarks, from natural wonders like Niagara Falls to iconic structures like the CN Tower. Here are some of the most famous landmarks in Canada. Niagara Falls. Located on the Niagara River on the border between Canada and the United States, Niagara Falls is one of the most famous natural landmarks in the world. The falls themselves are a series of 3 waterfalls that collectively form the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world. CN Tower. Standing at 553 meters tall, the CN Tower is one of the most recognizable landmarks in Canada. Located in downtown Toronto, the tower is an iconic symbol of the city, offering stunning views of the surrounding area. Parliament Hill. Located in Ottawa, Parliament Hill is home to the Canadian government, with the Parliament buildings serving as the center of political power in the country. The buildings themselves are known for their Gothic Revival architecture and stunning views of the Ottawa River. Banff National Park. Located in the Rocky Mountains of Alberta, Banff National Park is one of the most beautiful and iconic natural landmarks in Canada. The park is home to a variety of stunning landscapes, including mountains, glaciers, lakes, and forests. Old Quebec. Located in the heart of Quebec City, Old Quebec is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that dates back to the 17th century. The area is known for its narrow streets, historic buildings, and stunning views of the St. Lawrence River. Stanley Park. Located in Vancouver, Stanley Park is one of the largest urban parks in North America, covering over 1,000 acres. The park is home to a wide variety of attractions, including beaches, hiking trails, and the famous totem poles. Bay of Fundy. Located on the east coast of Canada, the Bay of Fundy is known for its massive tides, which can reach heights of up to 16 meters. The bay is also home to a variety of wildlife, including whales, seals, and seabirds. Canadian Rockies. Stretching across British Columbia and Alberta, the Canadian Rockies are one of the most stunning natural landmarks in Canada. The mountain range is home to a variety of parks and wilderness areas, including Banff National Park, Jasper National Park, and Yoho National Park. These are just a few of the many landmarks that can be found in Canada. Whether you're interested in natural wonders, historic buildings, or stunning vistas, there is always something new and exciting to discover in this beautiful country. And of course, we can't forget about Canadian cuisine. Whether it's poutine, maple syrup, or fresh seafood from the East Coast, Canada has something for everyone. That's it for today's episode of Know About Country. We hope you enjoyed learning about Canada, and we'll see you next time as we explore more of the world's amazing countries. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.